In my last video, I featured this beautiful, huge artwork piece that we created to put over our TV. And here's how we did it. I found a really big frame that actually was just about the size of our TV. And then cut a piece of masonite to fit the back of it.
JR,
Yes.
what's the deal with masonite?
Hardboard, anywhere from 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch. It's relatively stable, easy to work with.
And
Cheap.
Find masonite at any hardware store. We use it to fill all of our antique frames. When you decoupage, the paper gets wet. Wet paper becomes transparent, so I always prep my masonite surface for decoupage by applying a coat of a white or light colored paint. This will help to preserve the vibrancy and true colors of your paper. Use your favorite decoupage medium. What are my favorite decoupage mediums? Fusion Decoupage and Transfer Gel and Debbie's DIY Liquid Patina. For heavier papers, I prefer Fusion, and for lighter, more tissue-like papers, I use Debbie's DIY Liquid Patina. For an oversized project like this, you can use posters. I actually have things printed in an oversized format at my local printer. Or you can choose an oversized decoupage queen paper. That's what I used for this project. Once you position the paper in the wet medium, I use a brayer to smooth out any wrinkles or bubbles and to get good adhesion into that medium. When it's dry, I flip it over and trim off any excess with a razor knife. Then JR stapled the masonite onto the back of the frame. JR took some measurements of our TV to find out exactly where the frame needed to fit at the top level of the television. And then he went to work his magic. JR created these flexible wood strips. They're designed to fit behind the television when you slide the picture frame over the top edge. He's a clever one, that JR. As you can see, my frame didn't quite fit to the edges of the television. So he added an additional layer of trim work around the outside of our antique frame. And when we want to remove it, we easily slide it up and over the TV and set it aside. I really, really love this solution so that we don't always have to look at that big black box, and it makes photographing the cottage so much more pleasant. We plan to create another one that will better fit the spring and summer months at the cottage. All the products I used are available at our brick and mortar shop in Medina, New York, or at ellenjgoods.com.